Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. How's your Tuesday going? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Let me know down in the comments how you're doing, or if you want to hit me up on my Discord server, there is a link or an invite to that down in the description. Hit me up and let me know how things are going, but let's hop into some PC Building Simulator. Let's get in our email and see what we have going on today. When I was preparing for this episode, I believe there was 3 things. Let's see, these 3 are all due tomorrow, so let's start with this one. It says, hey, I need you to repair something. Can you help me? I have no idea what's wrong. I slipped and fell onto the PC and it made a nasty noise. I would have made a pretty nasty noise if I fell on a PC. That sounds painful. I'm gonna need it by tomorrow at the latest. Is it okay that it's so dusty? I heard you guys put used parts in PCs. Please don't do that. So we will see what this person broke by slipping and falling on their PC. Sounds more painful for them than the PC, but let's accept that. Let's see, 7 days. This one's next. Says, you work with computers, right? I'm after a new rig. Can you build something good? In terms of performance, I want it to benchmark around 8064. Can you do it by tomorrow? Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. I read that Intel parts are really good. All right. So 3D Mark score of 8064. Budget of 3250. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Finally, this one says, do you work with computers? I actually need a new computer if that's possible. I have to get it to be able to play Sailaway, the sailing simulator. You get that done by tomorrow. I heard you guys put used parts in PCs. Please don't do that. I'm a total Seagate fanboy. So we'll make sure to put a Seagate drive in his PC. Budget of $2,000. Let's go ahead and accept that one. All right. So the first one is a repair. This is a build. So I'm going to step away, get a build put together, and be right back. All right, so for this first build, we're going to go with the colorful iGame Z390 Vulcan X V20. Never built anything with a colorful motherboard, so we will see how nice this thing is. An i9 9900K, a GamerStorm Castle, a 240mm RGB liquid cooler, 4 sticks of G-Skill Trident Z, 8 gig 4000 megahertz, a Zotac GTX 1080 Ti Mini, 1 terabyte M.2 drive, 650 watt power supply, and we will put that in a Cooler Master case H500P. All right, so for this build, we are looking to build it for Sailaway. Let's see here, Sailaway, the sailing simulator, and I think they want it at recommended spec. So pretty low specs for that. I think we can do better for their budget of $2,000, but I'm going to step away, get a build put together for this one, and be right back. All right, so for this build for the sailing simulator, we're going to go with a Gigabyte H370 Aorus Gaming 3 motherboard, an i7 8700 non-K, a Gigabyte ATC 700 air cooler, 2 sticks of Patriot Viper, 8 gig, want to say 2666 megahertz, a Gigabyte GTX 1080, a 3 terabyte Barracuda hard drive, an ADATA 480 gig M.2 drive, a Gigabyte 750 watt power supply, and we're going to put that in the Fractal Design Meshify C-TG, which I've never built in. So hopefully everything will fit in that case. Let's go ahead and do a next day delivery because everything's due tomorrow. Let's close that out. Let's go into our day. We can get in our parts and the repair that the person fell on. See if we can get to work here. So diagnose and fix that. Let's get these cases put up on workbenches and get the right names with them. I want to say Dopey Boy goes with this one. And whatever name's still up there goes with the Meshify. Kipling Charles. It's not a bad looking case. Alright, let's start with this repair first though. Let's get this side panel off. Let's get our compressed air and see if we can't clean this thing out. Is this a Threadripper build? I should have checked and seen. That looks pretty clean. Let's see if it powers on at all. No power. Oops. I want to remove, not blow air. Let's get this side panel off. Let's get this panel off as well. I'm going to disconnect the power supply first. We'll see if that's what is wrong. Let's see here. So nothing is wrong with this power supply, so we'll put that back in. Let's disconnect everything here. Now just click on the wires, please. There we go. Just take everything out. We'll see what's broken, what's still good. Pull this motherboard out. All right. See if the CPU is broken. Nope, CPU looks good. Cooler's good. Motherboard is broken. Check the RAM. RAM is good. Graphics card's good. So I think it is just the motherboard. Guess we didn't check storage. Let's see, how does this thing come out of here? See if the hard drive is messed up or not. What am I looking for? Storage. Nope, their hard drive looks good. Let's put it back in. Let's go order another motherboard. What was that motherboard? I don't even remember. Well, let's see. MSI X399. There it is. Let's go ahead and buy that. We'll do same day delivery. So many boxes for one motherboard. All right. Let's get rid of that broken one. We will get the new one installed. They only have, I think they only had one stick of RAM in this thing. Kind of missing out on the quad channel RAM. All right. Let's get their one stick of RAM in. Get the graphics card in there. Nope. Get some thermal paste on that thing. See, cooling. Okay, let's cable stuff up. Get everything cabled up there. Let's put some of these parts back in. Let's see if it boots. There we go. Okay, this beauty panel goes on the side panel. And let's get this other side on. We can get this thing out in the hallway. Okay. Now we're building in the same exact case. Get this thing disassembled a little bit. Alright, let's get our motherboard in. It's the colorful iGame Z390 board. I've never heard of a colorful board. I think they're only for sale in China, if I'm not mistaken. Get this thing ready for some RAM, CPU, and storage. Alright, let's get our 9900K in there. And we'll get our RAM in as well. Let's see, it's these 4 sticks here. Trident Z. Alright, let's get the storage in there next. Let's see, it was that one. The 1 terabyte drive. Get some thermal paste. We'll get the cooler on there. It was the Gamerstorm Castle. And that thing's got a mirror on the top of it. Let's get our power supply in. Let's see, the Supernova 650. And we'll get our graphics card, which is the Zotac 1080 Ti Mini. Let's get some of these panels put back on. It's PSU shroud. Alright, let's cable this thing up. I don't really know what color this stuff lights up, or if it lights up. Let's just go with some light gray cabling. And it goes with the motherboard. Get those 2 big old fans hooked up. Okay. Get a USB drive in here. Let's power this up. Oh man, we just have all kinds of crazy colors going on. Oh, I didn't hop into the BIOS, but let's go ahead and get 3D Mark on here. And we'll put the lighting app on as well. We'll restart, and then we'll hop into the BIOS so we can turn on our XMP. Take a look at this colorful BIOS anyway. Let's see. Not a bad looking BIOS. Let's hop into the lighting app. Let's see if we can make, I don't know, we'll make everything match. Match the Cooler Master case. Oh yeah, that's much better. Alright. I'm going to get 3D Mark running. As soon as it's done and I have a score, I will come right back. Alright, so 87.76. I think we had to beat 80.64. So no problems there. Let's get the case put back together. We can get this out in the hallway. I think that turned out pretty nice. Alright, whoops. I took the side panel right off. Oh, I don't think I screwed it down. Get this thing out here into the hallway. We can start working on this build in the Fractal Design Meshify C. Okay. Let's get our motherboard in, the Gigabyte H370. Let's It's going to have a lot of gigabyte parts in it. Let's get this thing ready for RAM and CPU. Storage as well. Let's get the 8700 installed. And we'll get the RAM in there. I'm going to do a Patriot Viper. And let's go ahead and get our... Oh, that one's used. Our M.2 drive in there. Get some thermal paste. And we can go ahead and install our gigabyte cooler. It's going to match real nice. Let's get our power supply in there. It's got one of those mounting rings. We'll get the ring put back on it. Okay, let's get the graphics card installed. Oops, which is the Gigabyte 1080. Then we can get their 3 terabyte Seagate Barracuda drive installed. We should be able to cable this up now. I'm going to use this orange color because it matches the Gigabyte stuff. Okay. Get our USB drive in. Let's power it up. Let's hop into the BIOS. I don't think I've built with this Gigabyte board before. Okay, XMP is stuck where it is. Make sure it's booting from the right drive. We can let this thing install the OS. May want to change a few colors, so let's throw the lighting app on real quick. We can at least make this thing look nice. See if we can just make everything orange. There we go. Let's close that out. Let's get this case put back together. This is a nice looking case. I think that turned out real nice. All right. So get this out in the hall. Let's collect some money. And hopefully, since we're right there at the edge of ranking up, hopefully we will rank up. And we'll collect that one. Like we ranked up. And we'll collect that one. We get anything cool from ranking up? RTX 2080s. Some daily deals. And a bunch more emails, which we will definitely hop into in the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next episode.